Well, good morning. And it's an interesting day of trade considering that the European markets and the US markets did okay. Commodity prices world over are coming off, at least in certain select cases, natural gas, sugar, certain metals. So, in net, it's not a bad space to be in for equity markets, but for the fact that there is a Fed meet day after tomorrow. And I'm not saying that's going to bring out, tomorrow rather, I'm not saying that's going to bring out something negative for our markets per se, but it's an overhang that the markets would want to be done away with, the commentary particularly. So that is the first point, that the markets have done well, may continue to do well, but don't expect large moves ahead of the Fed meet. So that's part one of the conversation today. Many global strategists are constructive US markets, by the way, so that is to be kept in mind too, that there is a bit of an optimism around what markets in general could do and US markets in particular could do as well. Our markets, record highs for PSU banks, real estate, certainly shows that the markets love rate sensitives, and maybe therefore that's the pocket that you got to be constructive on. FIs are long index, with the Nifty futures position at 57% for FIIs versus 37% at the start of the December series. So clearly there has been a significant long pile up. Just one caveat before we get to stocks. Certain quant indicators believe that or show that we are overstretched and maybe ripe for a bit of a pullback. So please be careful with leverage positions. That's the only piece. Now stocks to watch today, a clutch of them. Mankind, a block deal, discount of 7%. J&K Bank, QIP, discount of 10%. There is Sterling Wilson, again a QIP, discount of 13%. All of these stocks very likely could have a bit of a pullback. If the QIPs are successful or the blocks are successful, they may well recover. But at the start, I think the discounts are so wide that the stocks may correct a little bit. Infosys, CFO has resigned, and that might show a bit of a corrective move too. The ADR was down about 2.5% if I'm not wrong. So that one could be off. DLF, the group CFO, has resigned, so watch out for that one. Stocks like Laurus and Piramal have some very constructive November export data, both month-on-month and YOY, and therefore these could be positive. Ajanta Pharma mixed, but IPCA has a negative data, so therefore that could react negatively. And Dixon has been awarded a manufacturing contract by Lenovo for manufacturing of IT hardware products, so maybe that stock could do well. So watch out for these few stocks specifically, otherwise rate sensitives remain the center of action. Thanks so much for tuning into the Trade Setup. I'll see you on the channel.